let me go ahead and get this out to social media, and we'll get this shit cracking. I wish YouTube just gave you the link to go live instead of me having to go to my own channel to get the live link to throw it out there on social media. Let me put this on Discord. We'll be live. Yo, I don't know why Twitter and Facebook both do this, but when you post something, you you have to post it twice for the thumbnail to show up in the preview. So you have to post it, then you have to delete it, and then you post it again, and then it finally shows up with the thumbnail on there on the preview. That makes no fucking sense at all whatsoever. So let's go there. Yo, what's good, Chicago Kicks? How you doing, man? It has been a minute. Um, like I said, I haven't been doing a lot of sneaker unboxings because, well, with the coronavirus, I've been, wiping down my packages on the porch and letting them sit. Don't want to be handling them for too long, but that's why now I've been kind of like quarantining my packages. I wrap them in shrink wrap, and then after a few days, making sure that they've been properly disinfected. Then we can pull them out and show them on stream for you guys. But yeah, I have that, and I also want to get back into making vidges on this channel, like 4 to 5 minute long vidges, just showing off the shoe in high quality with my DSLR camera over there. I've been looking at this thing called a Dolly One. It's about like $700. It's a little like box. It's like this big, and you mount your camera on it, and it has like it's like an app, and it has like a different remote controls and shit, and you can get it to fucking zoom around the fucking shoe instead of having the shoe on a rotating platform looking like QVC. This one takes your camera and rotates it around the platform, so it would be like some Matrix looking ass fucking footage. You'd be like, let's take a look at the other side and whoosh, zoom to the other side, like with some fast editing. And that's where I want to take my YouTube videos with J.Mac. So I haven't really been doing anything on the J.Mac channel. Nah, you didn't miss the shoe at all. I actually got like 3 shoes to bust out today, because I've been working on my Jordan 1 Low collection, and Clumsy there, right there, he's from the Twitch side of things, so he knows what kind of shoes we've already picked up that I'm going to show off today that I haven't showed off in a minute, but I want to go ahead and blow this bag with y'all and hang out for a minute and make sure that anybody that wants to see the shoe can see the shoe, will see the shoe, and if not, then they can catch it again on the playback, and that's no big deal. So, cops coming up. Fire Red 5s, I'm passing on. I am not picking up the Fire Red 5s at all. If I get a pair, it would be for fucking resale, but I really don't think the resale is gonna be that great on them. I know they were going for like buku bucks before, but at the moment, they started dropping. Last I saw, they were at like $250 or something, and I don't want to waste my money right now on shoes that probably you're not gonna have in hand to sell on StockX for another 2 weeks, because Nike's been bullshitting with their shipping. Yo, how many of y'all motherfuckers ordered off Nike the last week or two? We're like, oh, well, you know, everything's fucking back the fuck up. It's like, well, why don't you just push the goddamn releases back? Oh, because you want to make sure motherfuckers spend their fucking coronavirus, their Trump bucks with you. Yeah, I see. Are those the Jason Kids behind you? They damn sure are. Those are the Jason Kidd Zoom 95 Flight in the colorway before he got his own colorways. That was like the first OG colorway that they released of the Zoom Flights. What's up, Danny Blake? How you doing, man? How you doing? Let's go ahead and blow this bag for you guys. But, yeah, right now, I'm kind of not really looking forward to a lot of shit releasing. There's some Iversons that are releasing this week that I'm actually really looking forward to. Let me see if I can't pull that up for you. They haven't retro D's in a long ass time, and I'm thinking about it, but for some reason, I don't know. It is an OG. This is an OG colorway of the question here, but I don't know. Something about that super blue sole right there is kind of throwing me off, and it looks like it has the fake hexalite in there too, which is sad. It's sad that it has the fake hexalite, because the real hexalite is cool. I like Reebok's hexalite, but I like the colorway. I really like this colorway, but something like right here, these were supposed to be clear, like not that bluish tint. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna be picking. These are probably gonna go on clearance right here. I think if I could pick these up for like $65, I will, but I don't want to spend $120 on them, especially with that blue sole that I'm not really feeling, not really digging on that too much right there. Should make edibles with your vaped bud? I do. Do I still buy off StockX? Yeah, I mean, every now and again, but StockX has just been super slow. I've been selling more on StockX than buying lately. But yeah, I do make edibles. I got a whole ass fucking container of cookies around here somewhere. I don't even know where the fuck they are. So anyway, let's go ahead, smoke this bag, and take a look at some of the shoes that I've been picking up over the last few weeks. Because, like I said, I've been quarantining some shoes. I've been making sure they're disinfected properly. And trying to, like, could you imagine quarantining yourself and being locked down in Jersey and then getting the fucking coronavirus because you bought a pair of fucking shoes? Like, that would be shitty. Knock on fucking wood. So, this is a pair I got in today. Obviously, it's not the original box. It looks like the original box, but I don't think it is. I bought this shoe for, I want to say, what did I pay? Because $150 all in. And to be honest, I'm glad I lowballed this motherfucker, because this shoe needs a little bit of work. It needs a little bit of work. There's obviously some fucking scuffs on the back paint here that was not showing up in the pictures. There's a couple more scuffs on the back heel here that was not showing up in pictures. I mean, overall, the shoe is fire. Paid $150 for these used. We'll be cleaning them up. Like, I'm not going to sniff somebody else's fucking used shoe. I'm going to clean them up and see if I can't oil down this leather a little bit and get this looking right here. So, let's take a look at this other shoe. Yeah, see, look. this motherfucker got a whole ass scratch in that leather there underneath the swoosh. That is disheartening. And looking ass, he stuffed the toe box in the pictures to hide that it's all crinkly looking on the toe box. But that's okay. I can iron that shit the fuck back out. Whatever. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna give this motherfucker an email though and be like, bro, come on now. If you know there are flaws, like you're gonna tell me you don't know that flaw is there, that big ass scratch in that leather. If you know there are flaws in that shit, you need to be like up front about that shit. But that's why you only cop DS. Yeah, but I'm just looking to rock these like in place of my highs. You know, I don't want to wear my highs all the time because they're, you know, right now Royals are soaring up to like 400. And Chicago's are hitting for like 7. Fucking, you know, I don't want to ruin my highs, so I can wear the lows a little bit more often. But we'll rejuvenate this up, right? And then I'm gonna hit them down with the mink oil and iron out some of those creases on that leather. And I'm gonna make a video on that to show you before and after of what we can get this shoe to look like after putting probably about like 5 or 6 hours of good hard work into cleaning these up. We could probably get these back to like a 8 out of 10, which is suitable for wear. So let's just toss that on up over there. Now this right here, these are DS. These are DS like a motherfucker. And I got a steal on these because these are soaring up to like 600 right now. And I was able to pick these up DS because they didn't have the OG box, but I have fucking Jordan boxes laying around all over the fucking place. It's not a big deal. But these did come from the outlets. They went on the outlets clearance back in 2015, and I slept on these. I admit. And I have to pay for sleeping on them. That's what happens. It's one of those shoes I was like, oh yeah, it's always been like $100-$150. It's like, yeah, I just double back around and pick up another pair of those, you know, whenever the fuck I want. But boom, dead motherfucking stock. I did lace them up and, you know, puff the tongue up so you guys can get a good idea of, you know, that OG tongue sticking up compared to the newer ones with the puffy tongue. And I like the newer ones with the puffy tongue, but, you know, that's a fire fucking shoe right there. Let me put that back up in there. 100% DS. I was able to get these for 300 all in, and they're soaring like crazy. So I got taxed for sleeping though, you know? You get taxed for sleeping. But this is definitely one of my more like favorite pickups over the last few weeks. Cause I got those, and I got the Royals, and I had these over here, right here. And I got the bread looking ass Jones. So now I just need the Chicagos in the lows, because I don't really need the navy metallic lows. I'm not like a big fan of the navy. I like the navy metallic highs, but I don't need the lows, you know? So having the Royals, the Shadows, the Breads, and the Chicagos would be a real nice addition to my fucking collection. So definitely need to find a pair of Shadows in a size 11, 11 and a half, or a 12. I prefer 11 and a half in Jordan 1 lows, but I can make a 12 and an 11 work. Like, these are an 11, but I can make that work. You know what I mean? Yao Ming, son. Fucking, that shit's beautiful, man. This is a great summer shoe, and I'm so mad at myself that I seen these at the outlets. I was at the outlets that had a whole stack of these on the wall, and I didn't buy every single fucking pair of them. I should have, because I like lows. I've always liked lows. Like, you know, Jordan 11 lows and Jordan 1 lows are some of my favorite shoes in my collection. But I was like, ah, man, you know, I'm here to get something a little bit, I think that's when I walked out before with a stack of those, the Yin Yang Jordan 1s. I think that's what I picked up, was the black and white ones and the white and black ones. I made bucks on those, though. I walked out with a whole ass stack of them motherfuckers. But, I made the bad choice because that was fast money over, you know, long money. And if I picked up, like, 20 pairs of these hitting for $500, is 10 fucking grand right off the top. And but that means we gotta get into the shoe. The OG Heat on clearance for $50. For $50. I know motherfuckers are gonna laugh at these. They're gonna laugh, but these are them METHOD, man. Ah, man. I remember the first time I seen this shoe was on Method Man's foot in that video. You're all I need to get by in my life. These are the Grant Hill 1s in the OG Grant Hill colorway. Look at that. Damn. It's got the red, white, and blue. All these. I got these for $50 on Journeys. Here's the funny thing is these came out like around the same time that the Jordan 9 did, and they're very, very similar looking shoes. But man, yo, I couldn't pass this up for $50, man. It has history. You know, like I said, personally for me, I remember this as the shoe that I first saw it on Method Man's foot, you know? And I think for $50, that's a pretty damn good fucking shoe. Like, I could beat this shoe around and not give a fuck, like, you know? And it'll look good when it's all creased the fuck up, because it's got that nice solid leather side panel right there. What's gonna suck is this side, where there's no Fila sign. These be crinkling up like a motherfucker. They be getting creased up like when you wear them for a long ass time. But you know, these got that OG weird off the wall vibe that I like to have in my collection. Those of you guys know that I am a big fan of Fila. I have probably like 30 some pairs of Grant Hills, and this is one pair that I've like I said, I don't want to overpay for a Fila. Never. Ever. So, I wait for them to go on clearance. If I don't get them on clearance, then I don't get them, you know? But I'm not going to pay retail or over retail unless it's a Fila that I really want, which is like my fucking Stackhouse PEs. I got a pair of Stackhouse PEs over there that I paid $200 for. It's like $40 over retail on a Fila. It's the most I'll ever pay, you know, on a Fila. But dude, I'm telling you, anybody that has ever worn a Fila with this fucking EVA soles, they are super fucking comfortable. The Grant Hill 2's more comfortable than this one, but man, I also got a pair of the all white ones on Foot Action for like $10 like 6 years ago. I swear, man, I'm super happy to add this to the collection without paying more than $50 for it. Like I said, you know, you forgot, do they run big? What, Filas? Kinda, yeah. Yeah, I'd say they run maybe a little big. You can go true to size and you'll be alright. Look at G-Fish. He going to cop These were $50 on Journeys. I don't know if they're still there on Journeys, but these are what I copped, and I fucks with these, man. Let me see if I can't pull that shit up individually. On the thumbnail, you should be able to see it, but yeah, there you go. There's the thumbnail. You can see Method Man, Mary J. Let's see. That is not the video, you lying bastard. I'm just gonna scan through here. See if I can't get a shot of it individually. There they were, but you couldn't really see. There they go. There they are. Right there, looking at us. See, this is that old school 90s heat, man. Y'all don't know about this, man. I'm telling you, these things go harder than a motherfucker for $50. This I hope he got smoked in the wire. Oh man, I have to watch The Wire again. It's been a long ass time since I watched The Wire. Look, you can't really it's got an all leather on the tongue there. Like the leather ain't like nothing to write home about, but it's at least leather. It ain't like polyurethane bullshit. The stitching ain't the greatest though. Like that, the stitching design isn't the coolest. But when you just pull it back, you don't really see the stitching, and you got it on foot. Just, I don't know, man. It's that nice 90s swag. Like, if it's raining out, this is a shoe that I'll pull out, This is a shoe that I could still wear in the rain and not worry about fucking up. And I can come home and reshoevenate it because it's got an all big chunky ass midsole that I can run the fucking brush under. There's only one bit of white on the fucking bottom of the traction. So yeah, this is gonna be one of those shoes that I'm like, oh man, it might rain today, so I'm gonna pop this out. It looks good with the shirt too. Yo, that shit matches perfectly with my navy blue shirt. All right, let me see if Journeys still has them on sale. Yeah, there they go, right here. Journeys. $50. I like these too, but I only wanted these because they're OG, They got that OG colorway. But these are kind of like, if you ain't got no Bread 11s, I don't know, man. I'm kind of feeling that nubuck on the upper, though. Am I the only one feeling this nubuck? Yo, that nubuck is kind of fire. Yo, why am I talking myself into buying this shoe, bro? That's actually, yo. If that shit had a big ass Nike swoosh in there right now, this shit would have been sold out. Oh no, maybe not with that boot cut looking ass there. That motherfucker's that fucking nubuck though, man. I don't know why that nubuck is hitting for me. Huh? It's kind of like, you know what it got? It's got that Bread 4 feel because of the black with the nubuck and the red sock liner and the white and the red. But then it also got the 11 feel with the red, white, and the black and the chunky midsole, and the wraparound sole going up to the top there. Man, I gotta stop selling myself on this shit, bro. Man, that's them boot cut Bread 11s, Mac K. That's the boot cut Mac. No, that's the boot cut 11s. But nah, man, nah. Fuck it, man. At least, like, if I rock these and someone tries to clown them, like, these got the OG colorway on them. They got the OG cred behind them, you know? Like, I can fucking, I can make a case for these being historical. Also, a historic moment in hip hop and fucking sneaker culture with, fucking Method Man wearing these in the Mary J. Blige video, which ended up being like one of the like biggest songs of the 90s, dude. Like everybody remembers that song. If you have not heard that song, you've at least heard the beat to that song used in other songs. You're all I need to get by. Yeah, yo, when we were younger, man, this shit was flying off the shelves, man. This shit was off the fucking racks. You could not touch these. They were just everywhere. Everywhere you went in the 90s, you could not trip without falling over somebody wearing a pair of Grant Hills. Grant Hill drinks Sprite. What I didn't know though was this on the is embroidered on the midsole. It's actually a really nice touch, Fila. I'm not gonna sit here in front and tell you that this is fucking like this is shattered backboard fire. No. This is heat though for $50. You tell me where else you could walk and find a $50 name brand sneaker with an OG colorway with as much history as this Grant Hill for $50. I don't think you can. And that's what I look at when I look at sneakers and in my collection is, does this have a place in my collection as, for sneaker history? And it does. It's the same reason why I bought those Kobe 2s, the fucking vacuum looking ass, the fucking dustbuster looking ass Johns. That's why I bought those, because they represent the shoe that made Kobe leave Adidas. So that's why I picked them up when I could. Would I rock Spizikes or Dub Zeros? Yeah, I got a pair of Dub Zeros right here, bro. I got a pair of Dubs. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You paid more for them back in the day? Oh yeah, yo. Back in the day, this was like a $95 shoe, which was pretty fucking expensive in terms of shoes. I mean, if I recall correctly, Jordan 13s when they first came out were the first Jordan to go over $100. I think they were like $110 for the Jordan 13s. You might see these in Ross. Yo, dude, if you see these in Ross for under $50, man, you better cop. I don't know. I personally, I fucks with these. I like them. It's a different shoe. It's something you're not gonna see on people. And, if somebody starts to try to roast you, you can educate them on a little bit of sneaker culture. And, that incites a little bit of conversation between you and somebody else. And, I like that about a shoe. If a shoe can incite a conversation between two people and have them reminiscing and talking about back in the day, then that's a sneaker that's worthwhile to own and worthwhile to wear. Because, like, every time I pull a fucking Grant Hill out, everybody feels some type of way. If you're over 30 years old, they feel some type of way. It's the same thing with those Jason Kidds right here. Or those Reebok questions. Y'all know in those sneaker battles, right? Everybody called the questions the cheat code, right? They were like, oh, you can't pull out the fucking questions. The questions are a cheat code. Why? Because they're a fucking underrated shoe from our era that, people forgot about. But then when you pull them out, they elicit some type of fucking feeling in you. And that's a shoe that's worth fucking owning, in my opinion. That's just how I feel about it. I don't know how anybody else looks at sneakers, looks at their collection, but the fact that this has so much history behind it, and the crossover between music, fashion, and sports back in the day, I don't know, man. It really that's what drives the heat factor. Not the design of the shoe. The design of the shoe, let's be real, it looks like a fucking bootleg ass 9. Alright? I get that. I understand that. Most people looking at this will say, oh, that looks like a bootleg 9. But, like I said, the design is okay. I give the design like a 7.5 out of 10. It's not the greatest, alright? It's serviceable though, man. I can fuck with this. I can swag this out. You loosen this shit up, puff the fucking tongue up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like you can work with this. This is something that you could work with. But it's the history behind this shoe. It's the history behind the shoe, and you know what it fucking stands for within, you know, sneaker history, sneaker culture, hip hop culture, music, fashion, sports with Grant Hill. Like, it's just one of those shoes that crosses over so many fucking genres and mediums, and it's just like, oh shit, you know, it's just memories, man. That's fucking memories, man. When I see a pair of these, I'm like, oh man, you know, this shit takes me back. Right to fucking 6th grade, man. Right to 6th grade. See girls rocking them booty shorts, running around in the fucking Fila stack houses and shit. That is true as well. Back in like 95, man, there was not a lot of fucking sports athletes that had their own shoe. Fucking, you know, you had Jordan, he had the Air Jordan line. Like, you had people that was like Bill Laimbeer that wore Converses. Larry Bird, he wore the Converse Fast Break. You know, everybody had a shoe they wore. Like, Scottie Pippen wore the Flight fucking 89s, but they weren't the Scottie Pippens. He wore up-tempos, but up-tempos weren't made for Scottie Pippen. You know what I mean? They didn't have like a Pippen logo. Back in the day, you had like Jordan, he had his shoe. Rodman had his own shoe, the fucking Indestruct line that had his own symbol and everything on there. Grant Hill was one of them. There was very few athletes back in the day that had their own signature shoe designed for them, and that's why, like, you know, like I said before, the Question and the Grant Hills are very, very like important shoes in the history, in the culture. Sean Kemp, Shaq, you're right. Sean Kemp had the that wasn't the Kamikaze, was it? I think it was called the Kamikaze. They were fire too. They had the big ass zigzag going along the side and up. Shaq had his Shaq Noses. I still need to get a pair of Shaq Noses, man. I can't believe that that's one shoe I've never owned in my life, is a fucking Shaq Noses. G-Fish said now he needs the Grant Hill too, the ones in Popcat. Yeah, I got those. I think I know a site that still has them online. Let me see if they still have them in, because that's where I got mine. Nah, I don't see them in stock, man. Nope. What size do you need, G-Fish? What size on a Grant Hill Tupac, John, are you looking for? Because I have an extra pair laying around of those, and they're both dead stock. So I wouldn't mind, like, if you needed an extra pair, I wouldn't mind, like, you know, tossing you fucking retail oop on that. You know, I'm not gonna tax nobody on a fucking Fila and shit. But I doubled up on them just in case. But you know, I wear them so infrequently that, and I have so many shoes now that I don't need doubles of anything. I could wear a shoe a different shoe every single day for a year and still not wear the same shoe again. So why do I need doubles? That's why I've been selling off all my doubles lately. There's no need for me to have doubles of everything. Because, man, that's a lot of fucking shoes. That's a lot of shoes. But, yo, it's 9 at night, and I gotta go and grab some dinner before we go live on Twitch tonight, because we're gonna be playing Ocarina of Time on the N64. And it's gonna be my first time playing through that, so I'm gonna GT the fuck FO a little bit early today. Wanted to just share a few of the shoes that I've copped, and goddamn, man, these motherfuckers. Yo, G-Fish, you make me feel like this live was worthwhile because you went and copped yourself a pair of these Grant Hill ones, the METHOD mans. So, my good deed is done for the day in the sneaker community, and I will be back to troll this weekend. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, thanks for coming out, yo. I fucks with y'all. Thanks for fucking with me. Peace.